Welcome to another episode of Breakthrough with Jeff. This is the place where we live life with zero limits. We're talking about a subject that touches all of us: junk food, energy levels, and healthy eating. And some of the choices I have personally made in my life to really work on my health, because this is so crucial in our daily performance in our life, and also in the way we want to connect with ourselves and with God. I realize that there is a spiritual connection, vibrational frequency of every food that we eat. Now that sounds deep, right? Now let me break it down. Some of us, we eat all manner of junk without realizing there's actually a spiritual connection to the vibration of food. In fact, if you go now deeper, you realize even the process by which food is processed to get to your plate, the cows dying, the pain, the emotions left in that meat, the chicken and all that, it leaves an emotional frequency in whatever you are eating. And so every piece of chicken carries with it the emotional pain of all that chicken went through for it to get to your plate, including those who prepare it, preparation and all that. And this is why some people advocate for total plant diet. And again, most of the plants and fruits have been also tampered with. You realize there's no fruit normally that is supposed to be a normal fruit without a seed. Even bananas used to have seeds. You know that the wild bananas are actually supposed to have seedlings, to have seeds. But nowadays, because of the chemically manufactured fruits, lab fruits, for generations, we've not had those real bananas anymore. The challenge is to get this kind of food that is really true food. It's not genetically modified kind of food, which is what this world is eating. Now, the thing is, we don't know the vibrational frequency that each food we take has a vibrational frequency. And the more dead your food is, the lower the vibrational frequency, affecting your emotions, affecting the way you relate to yourself and the way you relate to others. Some of us, most of the time, we are depressed. We are good people, we are doing well in other areas of our lives, but we just seem to be always depressed, always confused, always not finding a way to find the right thing to do, because we are under the weight of emotional drain of dead food. And we are ingesting all this food in our system, and it's not doing us well. No matter how smart you are, if your body is slowing down, you're even no sleep, you can't sleep, you can't, you try to sleep, you're working hard to sleep because your body is overwhelmed by all this emotional attachment we are getting through low vibe food. I've said a lot. Let me say this. So all this food that is overcooked, the KFCs, all these are dead food. In fact, I classify them just like one Vision Lakiani. I see it as planet minus, because it's coming here to kill you. It will destroy you. There are companies that are planet minus companies, the Coca-Cola, the KFCs of this world. And I tell you, many people today, are just having a conversation with my dad. people today don't die of lack of food. People are dying of eating the wrong food. During his time, growing up, he would tell me people would die because they lacked food. Nowadays, people are dying because of being overweight, carrying a lot of fecal matter in their intestines, and just being overloaded with emotional, low density kind of existence because of what they are eating. There's a spiritual connection. You cannot even hear the voice of God when you're so loaded with stuff like that. And so this took me to a journey. I went through a journey. Now it's been 3 months. I've not eaten any what do you call it? I have not eaten solid food. Any solid food. Now it's been 2 months, going to 3 months, 2 months, almost 3 months. And I mean, in terms of my body, you can't really tell, but this shirt, I actually could not wear this shirt since I bought it. It was a new shirt. I could not wear it. Now it's fitting perfectly. And I feel just so good. And that's what I want to share with you, because I've been on the lookout for solution in terms of food and in terms of how I can especially detox, because I realized most of us, we on our intestine, because of the food that we eat that is not easily digestible, it takes so long in our system. And the only truth teller is how many times you go to the loo, how many times you visit number 2. And so if you have 2 meals, 3 meals, and only go once, those 2 other meals are actually left as layers upon your intestines, and it gets there, sticks there for years. Some of us have 20 years of, fecal matter stuff that is, and I tell you, it's been almost 3 months, and I'm going to the loo like at least 4 times, sometimes even 8 times a day. I'm like, where is this stuff coming from? Where is this stuff coming from? I'm not eating real food, solid food. In fact, maybe 1 or 2 bananas. The rest of it is the drink that I want to introduce to you if you're interested in cleansing your system. I got to read about this Dr. Sebi, who's done research on CMOS and was looking locally to see if there's anyone doing it. And there is, I'll share their website. This is like their shop. They're called cellglowwellness.com. And if you use cellglowwellness.com/shop. So, I met this Ruby, and she is the one, she has her story of how she has dealt with, life-threatening disease through this process. And truly, right now, she is having 2 jobs, doing this work and still having her job. So she has all the energy. And I could tell, I mean, today I'm doing so many meetings and my energy is still there. And I've not eaten any solid food. And I feel so cheated, in terms of how I've been living, that I have to really even snack on nyama choma and all these other heavy density food that just takes you slow, like ugali in an afternoon, and you feel like your life is on its way to a cliff. And so I just feel I've lost now 5 kg gone, 5 kg gone in a very, progressive way. And in a way, I don't feel hungry. I don't feel like I actually need to crave. I'm not craving junk food. And this is it. My understanding that this food, this junk food, apart from the taste, it's actually death and poison I'm taking in. So I began to think poison versus gift. Am I giving my body poison or am I giving it a gift? And that's how I took this program. I tell you, especially there's one, let me share with you, like I have the product here. There's this guy here, Colon Flush. You see it in their on their website. My goodness. This guy doesn't taste good. This guy can be nasty. But I'm in terms of the tests. My test buds are really strong. Eh? So the main one is this guy here, the colon flash, which really just flashes your colon and cleans it of these years. I'm talking about years of stored bacteria stuff that is just worms and stuff. So it just let me just read for you. It says it removes fecal matter, allowing the sea moss and other herbs, minerals to be efficiently absorbed into your body. Now, remember, sea moss, which is now their main product, has 92 key nutrients that your body needs. Like it's food by itself in terms of your body. That's why you can still see my body. I'm not looking like a guy that has been fasting, and yet, you know, clothes that I did not wear, I am now able to wear. And this is just my second month, you know. And so this is amazing. And let me show you there's another one. The sea moss itself, it's also a powder, and you just put in a cup and stir. This is the sea moss. You can see there, sea moss, wild crafted sea moss. And this is the one that really is the main one, because this, you don't want to do a water fasting or you know, do any escape from your nutrients. You can't run away from that. You need the intake of all the nutrients in your body because you need to support your body. You're working, and so, you know, in fact, this gives you more energy. Sea moss, awesome product. I just feel, you know, the effects of it. It's only been 2 months. There's this inflammatory tea, you know, which is really alkaline food, and it's part of what I'm taking. Just stir with water and drink in the morning and in the evening. You're good to go. During the day, I have like one fruit or two. I just feel the energy everywhere I go, and I mean everywhere, if you understand what I mean. So if you've been struggling with weight loss, I mean, without a struggle, without exercise, 5 kg gone. Without exercise, my breathing, you know, is back because I had this some signs of asthmatic attack before I started the program, because I feel, you know, my breathing wasn't. So the good thing about the CMOS product is that it actually takes any mucus from your body cells, from your system, from your breathing system. And you know that mucus is actually the source of cancer and the source of the home for all these bacterias and viruses. So if you can just deal with mucus, and that's the message of Dr. Sebi, by the way, that if the human being can just deal with mucus from the body, from your system, body cells, your breathing system, and deal with all these other substances into your blood, like salt and bacterial deposit in your colon, then you're good to go. You're clean, you're strong. And now spiritually you can connect. You begin to hear God, you begin to spiritually connect, you begin to have a vision for your business, you begin to have deep conversations with people, because it's like you were dead, now you're alive. Definitely that's how I feel. And whenever I have an experience I want to share with people. And so don't look at the prices. It's not for it's not a very affordable product, by the way, because they are importing these things from Jamaica, like the sea moss is really, and they import it and then package it. And so it's not that cheap. You will spend about how much did I spend? I spent about 13,000 for the package, for the pack, but you can just buy one at a time. It's either that or you're going to spend much more in hospital. And maybe you're listening to me from hospital. Let me tell you, try this package. Don't trust, the doctor is not God. Sometimes you need to try everything. I love research, and I can confidently say I found something that is really trustworthy. I mean, look at my skin. Hello. I used to have some marks on my skin, and it's going back to normal without trying anything. And it really feels good. You want to try this and go, and their starter, I can see there's an alkaline starter for 9K. By the way, there's nothing I'm getting from this. This is just a way of telling you, for those of you that say, oh no, I've done everything. No, you've not done everything. And there are things that you can do. And I'm pro-life. I am pro-life, and I'm against those that are against life. Those that want to kill others through cancer, through diseases, by bringing all these advertisements that are so enticing to our kids. And your kid just cries to you for this thing because it looks like, the way it's advertised looks like it's life-saving. Why it's actually killing them even before someone is on their 20s. They have this emotional imbalance. They have all this struggle to understand themselves, understand their purpose, their mission. I mean, it's a confused world. Why? We are what we eat. We are what we eat. So what I'm going to do, I will share with you the contact, the website, so you can connect with Ruby and just get more help. Don't just buy products, because there's a way she will advise you, like she did to me. Take this with this, combine this with that. She'll tell you about your budget, even if you have 2K, 3K, whatever. But I tell you, health first. Health will affect your spirituality, whether you want it or not. And when it comes to health, no compromise. Please put it first, and you will see the impact in your life, in your work, in your spirituality, in everything you do. So these things are affecting your vibration.